comprehension not so good, Joe.
Okay, never mind. We can redo that bit. Hello everyone, my name is Albert. Welcome back to another episode of All Strings Attached, the content series where we explore the positivity of travel. So for today, we really want to look into travel where, it's not about just exploring the world, knowing that we should learn to focus on not just the moment, but also the people that are important around us that helps to create these wonderful memories. So for today, I would like to introduce the very first couple of the series, Beixin and Robin. They are modern day photographers, filmmakers whom I actually met during the early journey of String. Let us take a look at this very short clip of their work, and we'll be right back. How amazing was that? So I won't steal the thunder anymore. Please, Beixin and Robin, say hi to everyone and maybe tell us a bit more about yourself for viewers who don't know you.
Hi guys, I'm Beixin.
And I'm Robin. We are travel photographers and videographers from Singapore.
So Robin and I have been doing this as a hobby for many years now. We were both already into photography before we met each other about 5 years ago.
Since then, we've been traveling and shooting together, and for about 2 years now, we've been working full-time as photographers and videographers.
So how has that changed? Obviously with the recent pandemic, travel has came to a halt. A lot of things are more foggy. We don't know when we can travel again. I'm sure it must have been hard for you guys as content creators. So how have you guys adapted since?
It was quite hard at first. I think we had some big plans for overseas work this year that had to be all shelved. So it's quite natural to feel disappointed, but I think staying
100%.
in Singapore allowed us to, slow down and spend more time with our family, something that we don't always get to do.
We also had the chance to clear some backlog and work on photos and videos we had never had the time to do. And we also got the time to sit down and discuss plans for our future work.
Yeah, so I think it's about recognizing that sometimes we do need to slow down. Our lives can be quite fast-paced usually. We travel a lot and sometimes don't get much of a break between work trips. So this forced slowing down is actually quite a welcome change, I guess.
But it's nice that somehow you guys managed to take the transition with a leap of faith that, yes, you guys are obviously disappointed. What's the next step forward? And you quickly kind of adapt to it. I mean, you guys are working partners, but also life partners, right? So along the way, how has travel kind of enhanced the overall relationship for you guys?
I think traveling has made our relationship a lot stronger. Like being able to spend so much time together has helped us to really understand each other better. We're not just traveling for fun, but it's also for work. So there can be quite a bit of tension, but you learn to work it out, and I think that's all for the better for your relationship. So you have all these shared experiences of new and wonderful things which we like to frequently reminisce and just discuss. So I think the whole traveling thing has just made us stronger.
What about on the personal front? Apart from your work, how do you guys pick each other up when one is down?
I'm always down. How do you keep it?
I think it's sort of give her moral support, always lift her spirits up lah. Just tell her don't do it because we always as humans we tend to be self-critical about ourselves. Then I always try to give her more support there and give her more compliments about her and everything she's doing. Assurance. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I am definitely a
Assurance.
perfectionist.
Good job, Robin.
So I think among the two of us, I'm the one who gets quite critical of our work and of our progress. I mean, it comes from leaving a very safe full-time job and now having to do. Now doing this, I have to support my family as well, my family of 5 and my dog. So sometimes I do ask myself whether or not we are doing enough, whether we are progressing fast enough. So of course, you know, as content creators, you have these times when you feel down. So
Yeah.
it helps that I'm working with Robin and I have this partner who can pick me up when I feel all these things.
Yeah, she also helps like me in a way because like when I edit my videos, you know, she'll gives me a lot of feedback and yeah.
So once upon a time, I used to term Beixin Robin as the faceless ones because they don't normally show their faces in their photos. But of course, in the more recent times, they have started to be a bit more upfront so that their followers, their viewers can get to know a bit more about their personality behind the passion. So guys, what actually inspired you to take that step forward?
Previously, we shoot mostly on photos, right? Then right now we are like starting working more on videos. We realize like it will be better to showcase our personalities and also our face. Yeah, so it's not really easy for us, yes. Because we are camera shy. Then we're
I
trying
don't feel like camera
step
shy
up.
though.
We are.
Yeah,
That's
we
why
have-
so many of our photos have no face.
So what's one thing that you learned from the process after stepping up?
We just filmed for the past couple of days, like our first vlog in a sense. And
Yeah,
and
actually,
so
yeah.
you know, when we come home and we review
No wonder
the
now so
footage,
fluent
so
lah.
again I'm like so I'm like I'm not sure, you know, about like showing my face, showing my personality. Am I, you know, acting too stupid, too goofy or something? So I, you know, again I have these questions, right? But I think it's the case for everyone, so we just have to kind of get past that.
Yeah.
So like, you know how we are in the age of obviously social media where content creation is at the forefront. And I'm sure a lot of people out there would also like to create their own content, but maybe like you guys initially, you know, they didn't have the tenacity or support to do so. You know, what's one little advice that you can give to such people?
I think I would say find your own style. I think that's quite
Yeah.
important.
Yeah, find your own
Like be
niche.
yourself, right?
There will be,
Yeah,
yes,
that's
be
it.
yourself. Find your niche, find your style, and don't ever try to copy someone else, because I think that there are gonna be so many people in the market,
Yeah.
you know. There are always gonna be competitors.
Yeah.
So you need to find what you're good at and make sure that that's shown, that's known, so that your, you know, when your clients are looking for people, they are like, okay, I want this style, so this person is good, you know. So you don't want to be copying someone else, because then they might as well go and get that person.
It's like stepping out of your comfort zone, then like knowing that, hey, you actually can do this.
Yeah.
You know, like
Dude, Robin, you can
yeah,
sing.
yeah,
So I've been in KTV with Robin, right? And he's those kind where once he sings, right, you don't want to sing anymore because like you feel like he freaking sang Bohemian Rhapsody.
yeah. It's like sort of like trying to ignore like all your self-criticism, you know, and just like go
Just doing it.
full-fledged and just like don't care, just do it, you know.
Just do it.
Yeah.
And remember who you have beside you to
I think
support
this
you
is the
along the
biggest
way.
thing we learned this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whenever, you know, any one of us are second guessing ourselves, the other person will say, you know what, don't think so much, just do it, just put your work out there, and then just keep doing that.
Yeah,
Let's see
just
what
keep
happens.
creating and put it out there, you know, like then slowly shape after that, you know.
You
Slowly
can
shape.
make you know, small improvements.
Yeah, small
after
improvements,
that.
yeah.
But
Progress,
if you
right?
never do it, if you are too scared to do it, right?
Yeah, if you're scared to do it, like it will
never
never
happen.
progress. Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's a silly question, but have you guys quarreled on a work trip before?
Duh.
Yeah.
And then you have to shoot
Yeah, I
something.
have. Yeah.
We quarrel all the time. No lah. It happens.
Yeah, it happens. It's quite normal. Like I mean, like not normal like as both of us, like as you know, couples do quarrel, you know. Yeah. Then yeah, I think we do quarrel because like sometimes we have different takes. Then we have a little dispute here and there. Yeah, but nothing
Yeah.
too bad.
I would say
Yeah.
our quarrels don't happen during our trip though. So I think that is kind of different from some couples, because
Oh
I
yeah,
know
like during trip.
Yeah.
during trips,
But like-
you know, a lot of couples do fight. Yeah.
Like, obviously, for couples who travel for the initial first few times together, you start to obviously understand the differences that you guys have, which is not a bad thing, right? You just understand your different likings. How would you manage that?
We are a bit similar, so we don't have that problem. But I would say for couples that might, see some differences when they travel or when they spend more time together. Just be patient lah. Just be patient and then communicate a lot.
Yeah,
Perspective, right?
Be understanding.
Understand that. I mean, yeah, you may have differences, but I mean, you guys are overseas together, man. You guys get to enjoy whatever part of the world that you're in. So just focus on that.
Correct. Like ultimately, being able to travel together and experience all these things together is a privilege, you know?
Yeah.
So I think focus on that, not so much on trying to nitpick lah.
What's your favorite part of traveling together? Robin, you can share a bit more. Like, what's your favorite part about traveling in Beixin?
Road trips and eating her cooking.
Oh, okay.
The food that she cooks.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is-
Extra points for
you
you.
had a strange pause, like eating her cooking.
Restart!
Yeah, she'll like cook like pasta for me and I will like gobble it up in like seconds. Yeah, and she always cook a
But it
lot.
actually tastes good,
I don't know
right?
why, but like, but I'll still manage to finish it. Yeah,
No portion control.
yeah.
Just eat it all.
Just eat it.
Yes. Just cook it all and eat it
So you
all.
said road trip. Like, where was
My
this?
philosophy.
Which city was it?
Road trip.
I think our first long one was New Zealand.
Yeah.
Yeah? New
Yeah.
Zealand.
Like camper
yeah.
van wise.
We already do have a New Zealand itinerary
Yeah.
on stream, which people should definitely check it out because it's like 3 weeks long. You can adapt it, to however long you like.
Yeah.
But it's, full of wonderful places that everyone can go and see.
Yeah, it's really, a lot of beautiful places down there to see. Yeah.
Favorite city that you guys have been?
Favorites?
Japan lor.
Yeah, Japan. Japan lor.
Tokyo?
I can see why you guys don't argue much. Awesome. So I know you guys have played around with the string travel app for a bit. You guys also know that we have the CoEdit feature. Have you guys managed to play around with that?
I think it's sort of like make us excited for our trip when we co-edit together. Yeah, it sort of bring us like for the trip. Yeah, and we find like all these like amazing places to put it together. Yeah.
Especially in a time like this,
Yeah.
Being able
definitely.
to look forward to something, I think that's important.
Yes.
So you guys have been using the string travel app for a while now. Like, what do you think has been some benefits of the app versus maybe traditional platforms that you guys have used before?
I think I like that everything is
Yeah.
in the app, like everything you need for trip planning. So you can, key in the places, the maps function is inside.
Yeah, the maps.
And not
yeah,
just
it's
that, but very important for me is that you get pictures as well. You can see other people's pictures,
Yeah.
which you don't really get with, a lot of people like to use Google Docs, right? Google Sheets and all that.
Yeah.
For us, the visual is important.
Yeah, visual
So
is-
being able
yeah.
to see
Yeah.
other people's photos, being able to read their descriptions, or being able to create our own as well. You can just key in whatever that you need to know about the place,
Yeah.
and then it's in your itinerary. So when you're actually going for the trip, you can see, is there anything that I need to know?
And I think it also encourages like both parties or whoever is going for that trip together to chip in, because typically there'll be one planner who won't be able to plan for everyone, right? And so there'll be people who doesn't appreciate some of the places. But this one, you can't say that because you have the ability to chip in as well. And I like to see it as being able to spend quality time together. So even like right now, right, we don't know when we can travel again, but I think the co-edit feature is one, like you said, we want people to use it as a means of spending time to know each other better.
I think the way Robin and I split our planning is that usually I do research for the places, so like attractions, nature, and then he does a lot of the food. He likes to search on food.
Yeah, I
So
like to search on food.
And you reckon that kind of adds into the whole wanderlust feel, even though we can't travel now?
for sure, I think
Yeah, I think like I don't know, like once you edit, it's sort of like it's sort of like think back in like your past travel experiences, and then we'll tend to like talk about it. Yeah, this time we went to this place, during the edit as well. Yeah, and it's pretty fun because like we can get to communicate, you know, like socialize and get to know more of our what we like and what we don't like. Yeah.
So, Beixin Robin, like I'm sure you guys also have a dream city among all the other places that you have been to. So, where is this particular country or even city?
I think Iceland and Africa will be our dream city to visit. Yeah, dream country actually. Yeah.
We've been planning for Iceland this year. Actually, the rough itinerary is on string.
Yeah, very rough. Yeah.
Yes,
really?
it's on string,
Yeah,
and
mostly it's on string actually.
we
Yeah.
were ready to go.
Have like your characters changed over the years through travel?
I think for me, I would say I definitely got a lot more brave. I used to be scared of a lot of things, especially heights. Like I have huge phobia of heights. But since we started traveling, we do like to go hiking a
Yeah.
lot. So I think I had to confront that fear. And I think with every single trip, I am getting a bit better.
No, I think like for the viewers, right? Like, I mean, coming from a layman who knows nothing about filmmaking, like when I see Beixin Robin's work, it feels like it's not just awesome footages that's being put together. It's so granular in terms of detail that the sound, when exactly what parts of audio appears when, to really create that holistic experience where you feel like you're almost in the film, or you feel like you want to travel, or you feel like you want to go to that place where Beixin Robin has been. So that to me, like in an honest opinion, when I first saw their work, and also when we first reached out to them cold on email as well. So thank you for reading our initial email, and then it's amazing to see how our work relationship has evolved into a friendship. So Robin, Beixin, thank you so much for being with us today. You have really shown us that passion really overpowers anything, right? And while the future ahead is unpredictable, we may have more difficulties along the way, but as long as we have good support, the love and company of people that we care about, and eyes on the prize of our passion, I think nothing cannot be achieved. So thank you so much for all of your recommendations and your sharings. We'll catch up again in person, but I think that's it for today. Thank you, and please stay safe out there.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us. Yeah, stay safe. Fish soup
Fish soup soon.
Yeah. Okay, take care.
Alright.
Bye.
So that was another episode of All Strings Attached. Today we spoke with Beixin and Robin, and they shared with us about how couples actually experience so much more through travel, and they get to learn so much more about each other. So we all live in the moments that we can't put into words, and life is not about where we go to, but it's who we travel with. So I hope that everyone stays safe, keep the Wanderlust flame burning strong, love each other a lot more, and I'll see you guys soon again. Take care.